Hey guys, it's the TMI Queen. So, a couple months ago, I went to my 30th class reunion. It was kind of shocking how many people said the same thing to me. Why did you go? And I'm like, what do you mean? And they're like, well, and I'm like, no, I don't. Oh, was it because I was bullied all 4 years? And they're like, no. And I'm like, was it because my besties weren't going to be there? And they're like, no. I'm like, okay, then what was the reason? Why shouldn't I go to my class reunion? And they're like, oh, because you haven't lost the weight. I wasn't losing the weight so that I could go to my class reunion. I was losing the weight so that I don't die of a heart attack. Huge difference. I just thought it was interesting that they thought that I should put my life on hold because I wasn't the weight I thought I should be. Something you need to know about me as well is that when I was bullied in high school, I was bone thin. There wasn't a lick of fat on my body except maybe in my butt. But that was okay because the boys loved it. But nobody bullied me ever because of my weight. They bullied me because I stood up for the little guy who was getting bullied and basically committed social suicide the first week of school. And I'd do it again. My thought process in it was I had a choice in that moment, and I chose to stick up for the little guy because if, being friends with these trashy human beings that want to bully somebody for no other reason than the fact that they were a dork, do I really want to be friends with them anyways? Probably not. So I really didn't care what they thought about me in that moment. Even if they had bullied me later, like at the reunion, I was like, what are they going to do? Are they going to say something to me? Are they going to say something to my face? Probably not. But if they do, they're finna get verbally annihilated. And if they talk behind my back, I'm not going to know about it anyway. So who cares? Let them. Add some stuff to it. I mean, you guys said back in high school that I'd been to prison, which I've never been. Never even got so much as a parking ticket in high school, but somehow I'd been to prison. The rumor mill really doesn't mean anything to me. Their opinions really don't mean anything to me. It was just kind of funny that people thought just because I have weight on my body that I should stay home. It made me think because most of my friends are significantly overweight. A lot of them that started off like they've always been overweight, a lot of them hold themselves back from going to events because of their size. And I thought that was interesting because the ones that didn't start out big usually tend to not care. I thought it was kind of interesting. But I thought, why do people hold themselves back from doing things that they want to do or enjoy doing or love just because they have some weight on their body? Enjoy life now because you never know when it's going to end. Enjoy activities now because you never know what could be around the corner. A cancer diagnosis or you get in a car accident and you're paralyzed from the waist down or the neck down. Any of that could happen. And do you want to live the rest of your life with a bunch of regrets about how you wish you would have done this and you wish you would have done that? That just seems kind of silly to me. It just made me think about how many people hold themselves back from the things that they want to do. Now, that doesn't include, if you have so much weight on you that you're going to have to buy 2 seats on a plane and you can't afford it. I get that. If you don't want to go to an amusement park because you might not be able to ride the rides because you're too big. I get that. That's a reason to not live your life because of your weight. But other than that, why should you give up doing things you love, like shopping or hanging out with your friends or having your picture taken or going to places that you want to go to just because you have fat cells on your body? So, I don't know. It's just something to ponder. I just think you should just love the body that you're in. And, and if you don't love your body the way it is, make moves to change it, but don't hold back in the process. You think it's going to be a great motivator to be like, okay, well, I'm not going here until I lose the weight. That'll motivate me. 9 times out of 10, it doesn't. Let's be real. We like to think it will, but it never does. That's my rant for the day. So I want to go over the 4 factors before I get off of here. It is Weigh-In Wednesday after all. I did get back up to my beginning weight. So that 2 pounds I lost a couple weeks ago really didn't mean a whole lot. How did my water intake go? It went really, really well. Like better than average. My sleep, better than average. My physical activity, better than average. My food, however, I was treated out to lunch on the day before Weigh-In Wednesday. I could have said, no, I'm not going to eat this because my weigh-in is tomorrow. But I didn't. And why? Because I wanted to enjoy myself. And I didn't want to feel like I couldn't be like everybody else in that moment. And also that I knew that next week will be better. I'll work harder. I'll do better. I don't really have a lot of stuff coming up, so I can do better in this week. And I can get back down where I was before. I enjoyed myself. I had a good time, and I didn't worry about it. Yeah, my weigh-in didn't turn out how I wanted it to, but I kind of knew it was going to happen, so it's not like I wasn't mentally prepared. But like I said, for the next week, I'm going to be, eating healthier, getting more activity, drinking my water, making sure I'm getting enough sleep, and it'll all come back around. Doesn't help either that I got PMS, so I'm probably bloated and retaining a ton of water, but that's a whole other subject entirely. But next week will be better, and hopefully when I come back next week, I'll have a better weigh-in. So I hope you have a wonderful week and a wonderful weigh-in, and I will talk to you later. Bye.